Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 2 of my full platinum walkthrough for Lies of P. Finally, again, we're back. So we're exactly where we left off, as we always are with these sort of things, and we're doing absolutely everything together. So this is exactly where we left off in part 1, and we are moving forward into a new area now, and actually starting to explore the game properly. The first bit we did was a prologue, really. So walking through this gate, we're going into Elysium Boulevard, and that's going to be our next area. First thing I'm going to do is turn my ass on. That's a bit weird thing to say. Yeah, so I'm just going to put a bit of light on the situation so we're able to see better. Yeah, and you should be getting used to the game now, hopefully. It's definitely a lot easier. Don't worry, we've not got a boss fight here. This is just a little sequence that happens. It's definitely much more manageable as a game with this new difficulty, easy story mode even. We've gone past easy, we've gone straight for story mode on this. We're not messing around getting this done. So at this one here, we're just going to talk to Jiminy. I'm going to skip this. So any dialogue like this I will be skipping. But yeah, we're getting into missable territory with side quests and things like that in this one. I will put a bit in vigor there. Upgrade wise on these, it is up to you. You don't need to follow a certain path. The only path you need to worry about is with your weapons. You need to fully upgrade a normal weapon and fully upgrade a special weapon. Don't fully upgrade that special weapon that we got as part of a sort of a DLC. I'm trying to use the Legion arm here. There we go. It's actually quite good, this Legion arm. Having said that, still won't use it that often. The special weapon, we haven't picked any up yet, so the boss weapons, don't upgrade that one we got at the beginning. I think it was a spear. I'm not sure if that one counts, so just leave that one. There's better ones anyway. So yeah, we're just exploring around. Get used to puppet movements still. Star fragment, that's a good one there. So star fragments, we need to bring, I don't want to call them spirits, I don't know what they are really, help into boss fights essentially, which I guess we don't need, but hey, every little helps at this point. So star fragments allow you to bring help into boss fights, not other players but NPCs. So yeah, make sure you're collecting those. You'll have more than enough. You'll get them from random drops off enemies. We'll be picking, this is not going well, is it? Picking them up. Oh, it's definitely not going well. Okie doke, I don't know what the hell am I doing here. We'll be picking them up randomly all over the place, so you will have enough. There's another one, see? And another one, and a throwing cell. So yeah, lots of stuff you'll be picking up randomly from enemies. At the end here, we've got another defense part, the LADA F-150 frame. That sounds like should be a Ford F-150, but never mind, not a LADA. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to equip this. Whenever you equip things, always check that weight at the top stays below 59%. You want it below. So I will be starting to put points into capacity. So that's so we can carry more stuff. So I'm going to slowly start upgrading that so we don't have to do a big chunk at once when we pick something heavy up. Just trying to do a block then. Perfect block. Yeah, you've seen me, I'm sure, on other guides. I'm not very good at parrying, even though we managed to do Sekiro. We got there in the end. But yeah, it's not my favourite. Although it is, I mean, it's so satisfying to do it, but I just don't have the timing. I'd be terrible on drums or anything like that. I've got no rhythm or timing whatsoever. Anyway, yeah, so this is a shortcut. Open this up. There'll be a ladder, so if you do die at any point, there will be a ladder here to get you back up, so you miss that other bit out. Yeah, if you do die, don't worry, it's not the end of the world in this game. Just run and get your ergo back. You'll see it on the floor where you died. Just pick it up and carry on. Simple as that. So, bit of a more difficult enemy here. Watch out for red attacks. Don't get hit like that. But yeah, do practice doing... I'm not doing them here. No, the perfect blocks. You're going to be a lot better than I am at them. Luckily, we're only on the light difficulty. I did sort of get a rhythm going when I was playing this game originally about a year ago. I did make it all the way through. So it can be done. If I can do it, you can do it. But it just does take some getting used to, because they are puppets and the movements are so random. You do end up blocking too early a lot of the time. In this room here, backstab, but there are 2 enemies, other ones, so be aware of that. One left and one right. And yeah, we're going to have some side quests coming up soon. We've got some choices in this one as well. So I have marked all the choices in the timestamp, so they will be in the top. Humanity choices, they are very important in this game for the endings. Yeah, sorry if you are on Xbox, but you're going to have to do 3 playthroughs. Us on PlayStation will just be doing the 1. So you can follow this guide 3 times and you will get there eventually. It's just going to take you a lot longer. So we're just collecting resources as we go. Star fragments are probably one of the more important ones that you'll be picking up. But we will sort of get everything. There will be stuff that I miss, like there'll be the odd pickup that I miss. Electric Blitz abrasive there. We actually need to go down that ladder. I'll realise that in a moment. Is a grindstone that adds electricity. Again, we're not going to really go into the elemental stuff. If you want to play around with it, go for it. But yeah, because we're on so easy, I don't need to bother. Yeah, see, I've just remembered. I'm remembering it slowly. No, we're not doing it yet. Yeah, there we go. Back down the ladder's where I want to be. Yeah, it's not annoying really, but you expect to be able to drop off ladders, sort of walk past them, but it doesn't work on this game. So get used to using the grindstones as well to fix your weapon. I'm not doing it here. I'm just looking there now and realising I should be doing it. So yeah, there's a hidden Moonstone, so that is another upgrade material that we need. And then we're opening up shortcut from before. So again, if you do die, you don't need to go all the way around. Just go through that gate instead. And then up this ladder and you'll be able to continue on. So the next thing we're getting, it's actually quite a ways away, but the letter, Frozen Man's letter, does have a gesture. There we go, I'm remembered. For reading it, I'm not going to do that straight away when we pick it up because there's a boss in the way. Well, not in the way, but is in front of us. So we want to get that done and out of the way, and then I will read it. So yeah, the pickups do have... Yeah, these guys always... annoying me. They're quite easy to block as well, but I always miss the timing, and once you miss the timing on the first one, they really go to town. So there's a guy yeah, I've done it again. Guy throwing things from the right hand side up on the roof, so we will be trying to get round to them. This does not go very well at all, but it does let me show you now that once you finish your pulse cell, so your healing, once you run out, that's not the end of the world. If you keep doing damage to enemies, you can see there the pink is building up on the pulse cell again. It will fill up and then you'll get another usage. So this is really good in boss fights as well. So when you run out, it's not the end of the world. If you can keep going and doing a bit more damage, you may potentially be able to heal again, which is good. So yeah, it will make a pinging noise once it's ready. So go through here, and here's this letter. So just grab it for now. We'll have a look at it in a moment, but there is a boss. Or not a boss, it's sort of an elite enemy, I think they are. Which we're going to take care of first, along with those ones throwing things at us. So there, I've got that full charge now, so I can actually heal. I have a heal again, which is good. Yeah, the one thing you can dodge quite easily in this is the ranged attacks that enemies do. So throwing those electric... the electric status effect, by the way. So there are status effects in this game. We'll actually manage... Yeah, we actually managed to do a drop attack. Status effects. So electric in this game, once you're fully electrified, your blue bar will start to go down and just disappear. So try not to get electrified, really. This guy's simple enough. His attacks are nice and telegraphed and slow. as you can see. So they can all be blocked. It's another good one to practice on, I guess. Having said that, I'm failing again. But yeah, charge R2 all the way. It's just going to stagger, get that stagger damage in, and once you're able to do that attack, it's game over with most enemies. Life Amulet. So, amulets, we haven't had one of these yet. You equip them in here. Yes, they do have a weight, so again, be careful of that weight going up. But this one's going to give us a bit more health, which is always nice. So think of them like the rings from Dark Souls. So, Stargazer, and then we're going to open up a shortcut later on that will lead back to this Stargazer. So this is the Remembrance gesture. So go back to that note that we picked up earlier on. So go into your inventory, or letter should I say, Frozen's Man letter. Go all the way to the end, to the 3rd page, and you will get Remembrance gesture, which we need, because we need to collect all of them. Speaking of collecting all of them, normal weapons.
I didn't steal this.
This Wandering Merchant, I'm just going to skip the dialogue here, but buy his electric coil stick. And that's one of the normal weapons that we need. If you can't afford it for whatever reason at this point, come back and get it as soon as you can so you don't forget. I'm going to put points in technique, and yeah, like I said, I'm going to slowly start building up capacity, because we are getting, I think it was at 54 before I bought that then, so I do want to stay low, so we're able to get our stamina back quickly. There's an enemy to the right here. Yes, it is one of those horrible brush ones. He'll always do that jab first, and then he'll start doing the run. Star fragments. You'll have probably hundreds by the end of the game of those things. We don't use them that often. It's only for major bosses that you can bring in help. So I'm just going to kill this enemy up here, because we do need to go down that ladder. We can grab that item as well. But before that, grab this book here. Don't follow him off the edge. It could be easily done there. Not saying I have done it. I don't think I have. Not in these playthroughs recently anyway. And we're going to get a new sort of thing. So think of these are like crystal lizards if you've ever done Dark Souls. Dimensional butterfly. So it's going to drop that hidden Moonstone, which is obviously needed for upgrading the sword. But we also need to kill one of each type of butterfly. So there's red, blue, yellow, and another one I can't remember off the top. But they're all easy. The yellow ones explode, I think, or do a bit of damage to you, but it's very small. So just get it as soon as you can and kill it. Sorry, put your light on as well. Don't forget to do that. And then slide down this ladder and you will find Toma. So speak to her in the window. She's going to talk about Cop Murphy. I don't know if that's a reference to RoboCop. I'm guessing it might be, with us being in a sort of a robotic world. I don't know. These things are quite annoying. You can hit them and then back away. I just don't really have the time to be waiting around, or I don't want to do that. So you can hit it, back away. It's going to explode with the electric. You can just wait until it dissipates and then carry on. Getting another converter here. So install that, but do keep watch on your weight. It's going to help us with defense. Another defense part. And then we're just moving around. We're moving around this main central building. We're climbing back up where we killed that butterfly. Wait, we actually got one. Oh no. Just the one. And again. Oh, and we've done that very well. That actually went quite well, that one. So yeah, you can see if you're good at doing the block, the perfect block, and the charged R2 combo, you can quite quickly kill the more difficult enemies. He's the guy we dropped off before. I guess when I was playing this with the regular difficulty, you do take things slower, and you're not sort of just going out there and going for it. You're definitely waiting for timings to happen. Hidden Moonstone. There's a dog here. And then down this alley there's going to be another hidden Moonstone. So quickly dodge out the way because that backstab will break that electric. Yeah, get used to checking corner. I know you're obviously watching the video, you know what's coming, but yeah, you never know what's around these corners. That's annoying that you can't get through. Yeah, like that. So lots of star fragments. Next thing we could do is another side quest, Weeping Woman. So the first part of it. This is a very important one. It has our first record attached to it. Records probably being the most useful collectible in the game, and also the reason we have to go into New Game Plus. So they are the most useful and the most annoying, I guess, in that if we didn't have to get them all, we wouldn't have to do a New Game Plus run. But we do have to get them all, and we have to play them all, and that's where they come in useful. So I'll show you that later on when we've got it. So down we go. You're gonna hear. There we go. You can hear the woman already, the Weeping Woman. She's in that window over there. So this one is important. There is a choice you need to make here. You need to say that you are going to help her. You're going to get her baby for you. I'm just going to skip the dialogue until that point. But the choice will come up. It's not like the other ones. It's not a timed one. But just say, I'll find her. Say that, and we're going to bring her baby back to her. And then skip the rest of the dialogue, and then moving on. So that's that first part of that side quest. We will come back here shortly. We fought one of these before, so you may be used to. Nope. Hey, we've got one. Oh no. Got greedy and tried to do a charge attack. So that's why I sort of... Oh my god, he's done 2 in a row. Push through with the R2s as well, is that you can get that stagger that will stop them doing their attack. I kind of rely on that a bit too much, I think. But killing this guy, we do need to do this. Don't run past him, because he's going to give us the Krat police baton, which is another normal weapon that we need. And straight away to the right here we have a note, torn Doodle. And then we're going to get a trophy out of the way here. So this is the ultimate defense technique, which is for breaking this guy's weapon. Usually these guys guard all the time. They just hold that guard up. But he's just not playing ball this time. So what we need to do is wait for him to guard. Like, nope, not like that. Not like that. He's really vicious, this one. Like that. Nope. He's going for it again. And again. Want him to guard, and then we're going to do a charge R2. There we go. And it's going to break his weapon, and we're going to get the trophy, the ultimate defense technique. Don't worry, plenty of those guys to do it. I just wanted to do it on that first one, so I could obviously demonstrate. That was quite a poor demonstration, but it was a demonstration nevertheless, that we can get that done. Get that trophy. So, shortcut. You need to turn it on first, so it's green. There we go, and then use the lever. And then we're going to go back up to where that merchant was and the stargazer, meaning we can go straight into the boss fight after we're done. Before that, this isn't necessary right now, but I thought we'd just throw it in quickly. We're going to go back to the hotel. So do teleport, and you can just press square, and that will take you back to the hotel. I'm going to go and upgrade the weapon. That's it. Just because we can. And if you're struggling for whatever reason, it's just going to help that little bit. You can talk whenever you have any sort of talk options. Go through them. I'm going to skip them here, but listen to what they have to say. Especially if you've never played this game before. Don't go rushing through it. It's a great game. I'm going to go speak to Eugenie again.
Want me to look at something?
And she is going to upgrade our weapon. I don't know why it came up with the thing then, how to upgrade a weapon. I've already done it once. But there we go, we've got a +2 now. So whichever one you're using, stick with it, because we need to fully upgrade it. Or there's plenty of upgrade materials, don't worry, you're not going to run out. You can buy them as well later on. But do sort of find a weapon you like and stick with it. So you can always try out the new ones we do pick up, but we will be fully upgrading one, so do remember that you have to do that. But yeah, don't worry, we're not going to run out. There's loads of materials towards the end of the game. So yeah, I did a little bit of an upgrade there as well. And then we're going to go into the boss fight, which is with the Mad Donkey. This is an NPC boss fight, so it's different than the bigger bosses. So get used to these type of fights. There are a few that are a bit more difficult. So the technique on these guys as well is, if you can, if they're guarding like they should be doing the whole time, do a charged attack. You will bounce off them, dodge back, and they're going to do the swing attack, and then you can go in for the finish. Because they'll always use that pattern, which is what I was trying to find before, unless they stop guarding and you hit them. So here's the next boss fight coming up. You'll get a cutscene in a minute. Mad Donkey. And you'll get the trophy, the Bastards and the Sweepers. So I'm going to skip dialogue and we're going to go straight into the fight here. NPC fight. So he does move quickly. And he hits, I would say, pretty hard, but on this difficulty it's not the worst. But yeah, get used to just kind of play around with him, get used to his timings, and it just helps. Honestly, you get used to doing it on these easier enemies, or easier bosses. But yeah, you get away with a lot. You see there's a full hit from his weapon, I'm not really taking much damage. So I'm doing it myself, honestly, I'm getting used to it. Oh, trying to get back into the rhythm of things. You can get behind this guy because he is so slow and he does expose his back quite a lot when he does those attacks. If you can get a dodge around him, which is another viable option, you can do backstabs on him quite easily, which I will do shortly. There, we're trying to get the timing right, but he just keeps wailing. He just keeps going. So there, here's where we can get a backstab in. Just walk around him quite casually. Don't forget you've got your triangle attack as well in the bottom right hand corner. There, I've just done it there. That does huge damage and huge stagger damage as well usually. Starting to get a bit of a hang of it here. Might actually be good at this game eventually. There we go. Simple enough. I mean, on this difficulty, it's always going to be simple enough. There's going to be another cutscene. Geppetto's going to get out the carriage. He's going to talk to you, and you're going to get... So you get the trophy there as well. You're going to get the costume, the Mad Donkey's costume, so you can put that on if you want. You're going to get the City Hall key and an Enigma assembly tool. The key is for the gate ahead. The Enigma assembly tool is so that we can mix and match our weapons. So you may notice that they have a blade and a handle. I'm just speaking to him again. Just exhaust his dialogue. You notice that we have a blade and a handle on most weapons, or a head and a handle, or however they want to word it. You can mix and match, essentially. So your bottom right-hand corner abilities will change, whereas the blade itself will stay the same. So I can do. I'm not going to do it because I like the attack on this one, and I like the blade. I just like the weapon as it is. It's fine, but you feel free to mix and match. But we are just going to put one together here. I'm going to skip the... do I skip? No, Gemini's going to say some stuff. But we're going to just put one together for a trophy here. So if you go to Assemble Weapons, New Assembly, and just pick two weapons that you know you're not going to use or you're not bothered about. It doesn't do it permanently. You can change it again afterwards. You can see I took the head off there. I'm going to put the baton from the police handle on there. And then I'm going to assemble. It's going to make a new weapon, essentially, and you're going to get exploring possibilities. So yeah, mess around with it if you want to. Feel free. And yeah, you might make a new weapon that you like. It's a pretty cool system. So play around with it. But I will be switching. I'll stay with this weapon for the most part. But I will switch to... It's if you've seen my Bloodborne videos, you'll know how much I like the Hunter's Axe. I know a lot of you don't. But there is a weapon that is like the Hunter's Axe on steroids in this game. We get about midway through. It's amazing. It's one of the boss weapons. And it has the perfect charge R2 on it as an attack. It's a bit slow, but it does huge damage. And it's really good for crowd control. So I'll be using that. Yeah, the weapons are fun in this. There is a shortcut down here. I'm going to turn around though, because we're going to need to go that way in a minute to finish one of the side quests. We're just going to grab an item that we need to finish it first. So just grab this newspaper here. And then over the other side we've got another little elite enemy, mini boss, whatever. Nope, timing's not down. Maybe I'm doing this on purpose. No, I promise you I'm not. I'm just getting greedy, trying to kill the enemies as quickly as possible. I think if I was to actually take my time and parry or perfect block everything, it would make things quicker, rather than just trying to go for it. But stubborn as I am. So in the back corner here is the broken baby puppet. This is it's a recollection, so we do need all the recollections to pick them up for certain. They're usually tied to a side quest or something, or a dialogue option, so recollections will be picking up quite a lot. So now we're actually going to go back to the weeping woman in the window. We're just going to run there, because it's just across the bridge where we just came from with the boss. And yeah, so we're going to get... It's another really important what we do here now. It's a humanity part. So you're going to get some humanity for saying she's a cute baby. So that is important. And it's going to give you one of the records that we need. So if you don't do what I'm about to do, you will not get that. And you'll have to do it in the next playthrough. But don't not do it. Just do what I'm going to do in a minute. So I'm just going to get rid of these two. Dog here on the corner, remember him as well. And this is where we fought the police one before. Climb up this ladder. She's going to go through a whole dialogue thing. You need to say she's a cute baby. It might not be on the same side as mine, so take your time. Don't just think, oh, it's on the... let me have a look. Is it left or right for me? So skip the dialogue until that point. Isn't she, my baby adorable? You need to say she's a cute baby. It's on the right hand side for me. It might be on a different one for you. So don't just presume. But you need to say that dialogue option. And then I'm going to skip the rest of the dialogue that she's going to carry on talking. And then you're going to get a humanity part. It's going to say your springs are reacting, so that's a good thing. And you'll also get the record feel, which is our first record. We're going to play it shortly. You play them back at Hotel Krat, and they give you humanity as well. So they're really, really good collectibles in that they help you get the good ending at the end of the game. So we'll be playing them as we pick them up, really, because you have to listen to them in their entirety. That's not a word. I'm overthinking it now. Entirety, for them to count. So we'll be getting that done. Otherwise, at the end of the game, you've got to listen to like half an hour of music and just let it sit there. So we'll do it as we do other things. So I'm actually just going to level. I've noticed that I've got 3 levels available here, so I'm just going to use it. Get that done. Technique, vitality, and vigor. And then we're going to go off to do another boss fight. Before that, just outside of his room is another amulet, which lets us do more damage to puppets. If you skirt the edges there, you shouldn't wake up the second one. It'll just be this one again. He's alright, we'll leave him. But yeah, we're going to go through. You can see over in the distance that blue there, that's just before the boss door. That is where you drop your star fragments to get help with the boss fight. So if it has one of those outside, make sure to use it. So to the left we have the amulet, so open this chest up and you can equip it straight away, so you're going to do more damage to every puppet. We will get more slots for amulets, a couple more. Again, watch your weight, so don't go too heavy. So if you haven't put any points, you might be getting close to your limit. Here we go, spectres, what they call them in this, I'd forgotten. So investigate, use one of your star fragments. It does go forever, but you can always farm them with enemies if you run out. You shouldn't. I mean, if you're struggling here, then yeah, you're not going to struggle, don't worry. Going through here, we're going to go into the boss fight. You don't need to wait for the spectre, it just joins you when the fight starts. So jump in, skip the cutscene there. And yeah, he's just going to jump around a lot and do electric, and he's not difficult at all. We're going to use the spectre to our... Where is he? There he is. To our benefit by letting him take the brunt of it. Nope, stop jumping around, because we want to hit that on the booty there. That electric bit is going to break if you keep doing charge R2s on it. There we go. So staggering him, he's really annoyed now. So did quite a lot of damage there. Oh, actually got a perfect block there and everything. Just one. Can't go doing them all, that would be too much. So he's going to have a second phase here. He's going to start doing a lot more electric, so back away. Again, you can get behind him and just keep going crazy on the old booty there. So treat him more as a beast type boss. Where am I? There we go, there we go. And eventually you'll break. Doing all the charges. Break his stamina down, his stagger bar. And just keep going in. You can see I don't think I even healed there. Scrapped Watchman, I was taking lots of hits. I didn't need to heal. So you'll be fine. And we'll get a lot there. So first of all, we've got that Broken Heroes Ergo. So do not use that. We've got a core, so we can use the P organ. We've got a puppet there. Which is Murphy gift, so that we can finish that side quest now. I'm just going to pick up this whistle, because we need that for the side quest as well. I'm just going to grab this note while we're here as well. And then we're going to teleport back to finish that first side quest off that we did. So make sure you activate this so we can come back straight back here afterwards. I'm going to teleport to inside the house on Elysian Boulevard. You can see there's a little whistle next to it. It's good in this game that it lets you know where you need to go for certain things like side quests or dialogue options or whatever, which is good. So watch out. You will notice the difference in your damage as well. Just a couple of hits on these early puppets now. So we are starting to hit a bit harder, which is good. Or if you're using a different weapon, you might be on one hit. Who knows? I think you'll get away without killing this one, but just in case, we don't want him knocking us off the edge or the ladder. But we're actually going to use this Recollection item. So drop down here, open up your menu, bag, down to the bottom, Recollection, and then use. And you're going to do the whistle, and she's going to think it's that you're Murphy, so talk to her again. And then we're going to get... It's just some ergo that we actually get from this one, but we're just... It's a radiant ergo fragment, so it's quite a big one. But we're just getting all the side quests done out of the way. Just in case you wanted to know how to finish them. And then we're going to head back to Hotel Krat, play our record, and do some upgrades, get another Legion arm there, before we just finish off and tie this area up, Chapter 2. So teleporting, press square again to go into Hotel Krat. And then first thing we're going to do, because we're going to be here for a while, is we're going to put that record on. It will play while you're walking around. So check your records, go down to feel, which is the one we just picked up, or the only one we have. Start playing it. There, you can see it's starting to play. It's 4 minutes long. It's one of the longer ones. So just back away, and you'll see in the top left there, it says feel, and you can see the record's progression as it's playing through. So just keep doing other stuff. It'll just keep playing in the background, and eventually it will finish, and you'll get that humanity. So go speak to Eugenie again, and she's going to give you another Legion arm. You can use this one. It's electric, but it's not very good with technique. It's better with advance and motivity. So I'm going to stick with my puppet string because it's best on technique. You've seen I've not really been using it anyway. The cannon arm one is the one I use the most, and that we haven't got that yet. So I'm just kind of taking my time, plodding around, waiting for the record to finish. But we are actually doing stuff while we're waiting. So we're going to go and see Geppetto now. He's in his office up here, so go and speak to him, because he's going to give us a key that we need.
Dangerous people, and always be a good boy.
So finish all the dialogue. He has already given us the key, but I've skipped through the dialogue, so don't worry, you will get the key from him. And then we're going to go into the P organ upgrades. So you can see the main upgrade of these 4 slots here. So increase staggerable window, increase pulse cells, which is the one we're going to do. And then they have their own subsections. So you go to the empty slot, and then you have 4 different ones that you can use. So some are attack, some are defense. So I'm going to use these enhanced charge stagger attack, because I obviously do that a lot. That's the charge R2. So I want to do more stagger damage to the enemies when I do that. We have all sorts of different ones, so choose whichever one you'd prefer. You've got the extra dodges there. Legion magazine, if you use that a lot, go for that. Perfect guard, fable charge is good if you're good at doing the perfect guards. It'll charge your fable in the bottom right corner quicker. I'm going to use the extra ergo for eliminating enemies, because it's not a massive amount, but it's the best thing I've got there. So we'll get that key there as well from Geppetto. Couldn't remember his name there. Just going to run over, because we do have, I forgot to do this before, upgrades. So there's more dialogue happening, talking about Venigni. Just skipping there. Just talk to her as well. You're going to have to wait around. So do your upgrade if you're able to, if you have any more. But yeah, do all the dialogue, because you have to wait for that record to finish anyway. I'm going to go over and talk to Sophia. And this is when the record will finish midway through this conversation. So I'm going to bring it back in as it does.
Now that we have a moment to talk.
And you'll see it happen. It'll be in the middle of the screen.
We're both unique.
There we go. So your springs are reacting. So we've got that extra humanity from listening to that record. And that happens with all the records. So as we get them, we're going to play them and get that extra humanity from them. I think it's all of them. I feel like there might be 1 or 2 it doesn't. But we're going to play them all anyway. But we have to for the trophy. Speak to her again to level up. Got plenty of levels here. Got 4 of them. So I'm going to put 1 in each, I think. Yeah, so capacity is going to get 1 as well. Keeping it low. Because yes, everything I'm using now is light. You might actually have the heavier weapon. So you might be struggling. But once we're all done there, we're going to go back to the City Hall courtyard. And we're just going to carry on, finish the end of this and move into, essentially going to move it into Chapter 3 and finish it at that first Stargazer. So it's only a few minutes away. And we're going to get our first Trinity Key and another humanity option. So there's another very important thing coming up shortly. was hoping to get a backstab there, but guess not.
Playboy and most brilliant inventor in Krat. Just ask him. Not
So
just
over here in the
weapons,
corner we have a
almost
picture,
every machine
Miracle
in
Cure.
Krat is supplied from here. You gotta be
So that
curious about the guy. What kind of
does come into
person
play,
is
the
he?
Miracle Cure kind of things does later on. These puppets, these female ones, they spit or throw acid at you. A bit annoying, to be honest. So get rid of those as quickly as possible. Yes, that is supposed to happen. But we're going to climb back onto that roof in a moment. Because we want to kill this one on the roof, because he'll start throwing fire bombs at you while you're trying to do the big guy. But there is another one. I think he's just about to throw it. Where is he? There, he's just thrown it. There, he's hit me. I couldn't quite see where he was, and then I remembered. He's over by the tree. Where the hell? Ah, there, yeah. I remember now. Because I went the opposite way last time. So we're going to do that now and just get rid of him. Because you don't want to be fire bombs chucked at you while you're trying to fight this big guy. So he wasn't watching what was happening, was he? Here's the culprit. So I used my Fable Art there to do quite a lot of stagger damage and just damage in general. So doing that will help you just sort of tear through them. Oh, I missed it there. His bar went. So with an interesting thing as well I've not mentioned is with your charge 2 attack, it's the end, the last attack that does that punch through the white bar. So you can start it earlier, further back, in case if you're worried about getting hit. As long as that last point of contact hits, that's the one that will break their guard and bring them down to the knees. So if you need to start a bit further off and you know that you're going to kind of carry into them, get used to doing that as well. It's especially helpful with the weapon I end up using for the rest of the game, because he does 2 spins and you start off quite far away from the enemy. By the time the end of the second one finishes, you're quite close, and that's the one that counts. So we're just clearing these enemies out before we go and do this important phone call. So very important what we're about to do. It's another humanity option. It's a Riddler kind of deal. So I'm going to skip the initial bit of dialogue until the important things happen. But he just goes on with himself, more than I do, I think. Until here, this is the riddle we need to solve. The solution is human. So choose human. Not monster, human. Right. So it might be on the other side, so be aware of that. Once you've answered that, he's going to carry on talking for a very long time again. And then once you finish the phone call, you will get that humanity, that your springs will react, and you'll get a Trinity Key. So Trinity Keys open certain doors in the game, secret areas that lead eventually to, I guess it's a big long side quest. So at the end we will sort of solve the big major riddle. So yeah, we need all the Trinity Keys. Obviously they give us those humanity, so make sure you're answering those correctly. Do not answer a phone unless I've told you to either. Right, so we are coming to the end of this. This is the beginning of the next area Venigni works. So this is where we're going to leave it. I will do that last upgrade before we sign off. But yeah, the next one will be Venigni Works. Getting into longer areas now. So what do we go for? I can't remember. Probably Vitality. Yeah, well, there we go. Right, whichever one you want to do. Doesn't matter. Right, thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you on the next one.